This is the first in a group of lessons we're going to do about playing in time with single notes, or playing in the pocket. When I think of playing in the pocket, what that means to me is that we're playing in time with a consistent, good feel. Usually we think about it in terms of funk music or jazz or things that are more danceable, but you know, there's a pocket to every style of music, and essentially you have to be able to play in time no matter what you do. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a series of licks and kind of show you how to play in time and discuss what it means to play in time without your technique on the instrument keeping you from sounding the way you want it to sound. This first exercise is actually adapted from an Yngwie solo. It's just 16th notes in an A minor scale, just a bunch of sequences, and the idea is just to get you used to playing alternate picked 16th notes, which is, as we're playing this metronome click, we're dividing it up into fours. So that'd be 1 E and 2 E and, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, making it nice and consistent, and making sure that no matter what we do with our hands, whether we're playing through the scale or we're actually moving from string to string, that it doesn't interfere with how it sounds. And when I don't speak when I play, it usually sounds a little bit better. Anyway, here we go. This is the lesson. All right, so this exercise, it's all in an A minor scale, and it's actually A harmonic minor. So if we're on A, it's gonna be all the white notes, or the natural notes in the key. A, B, C, D, E, and F, and then a G sharp. We're gonna see here in a minute. We're gonna start here, and the things to remember is that we're alternating the pick strictly. We want to feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of the groups are going to be 4 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As we move it through the scale, there's nothing that crosses over a beat, so it should actually be easy to keep track of. All right. So the first bit here, it's going to be 10th fret, 12th, and 13. And the sequence, it plays the lowest note, highest note, goes down 1, and then up 1. And you're going to see this as we go through the entire deal. That's the motive that we work with. All right, so 10, 13, 12, 13, we do that twice. And then we move down here to the 8th fret. And we have 2 whole steps here. There's a fret in between each group of notes. So where we're playing in a position here, 1 finger per fret, I find it easier to have the reach between the 1st and 2nd fingers. If you use the 3rd finger on this note, that reach, that's hard. That's not as easy as it needs to be. And the other thing is that when I play really wide stretches for something, right, I really find that playing the stretch here makes a lot more sense. It's a lot easier. So just kind of food for thought. So that's 8, 10, and 12. Then we've got 7, 8, and 10. 5, 8, 7. There's 4, 7, and 5. All right. So if I put the metronome on, my friendly computer metronome, which we will turn up a bit here. First thing you want to do is just get used to playing 1 note in time with that metronome. 1 E and 2 E. Then as we start playing, we'll just take the first 4 notes. Just see if you can kind of keep that going without it wavering or altering. And try each of the groupings that you're going to see here in the music. We'll get back to actually playing it in the context of the exercise in a minute. All right. So the way he plays it in the tune, it's twice on each of these patterns, right? And I'm trying to get you to think in terms of chunks of information instead of individual notes. You're going to see it here on the screen, but you can also watch my hands, right? And think, because it's groups of 4 and there are 4 subdivisions per beat, so we're doing 2 beats per. And we skip around a little bit. This part won't be in your music, but you should be able to figure it out. And then here's the next bit. All right. So essentially, it's like a little prelude, or it's an introduction before his solo. It sounds kind of like Baroque music, just in the way that he wrote or stole it. All right, and it's just a really good exercise. You just want to try and get it as easy and consistent as possible, and then just start speeding it up. In the upcoming weeks, the lessons are going to include ideas from Jimi Hendrix, maybe Richie Blackmore, T-Bone Walker, maybe Charlie Parker. We're going to do basically a lick a week, and we're going to talk about how to play in time, and also how to not let things like your bending and your hammer-on and pull-off articulations keep you from playing in time or playing in the pocket.